Ah, my dearest queen, I am, of course, averting my gaze until you allow me to witness your presence. May I have your permission to raise my eyes to see your beauty in this world so far away from your home? Thank you, my dear queen. I am not a healer in the sense that you are used to, or a holy man. If you will allow me to finish rolling up my sleeves, I do have the ability to cure and heal over some of the damage that has been done to your protective wrappings. May I have your permission to proceed, O dearest queen of the Nile? Yes, I understand. This is a very, very far land from you, the land where tobacco came from, and cocoa. Do you remember when your people traveled far across the vast ocean to gain cocoa and tobacco? We found it inside the pyramids, inside your resting place, inside the tombs. Think of where you are now as the afterlife. You have indeed come to life in the future, and you indeed have lived past your normal life cycle. And you are venerated here. You are honored by just your presence. In this world of miracles, you will find it is a heaven all unto itself for a woman of your nature and power and grace, my dear queen. Yes, we understood your language, and I went and gathered up the spices that you did need for the repairs. I have the frankincense and the myrrh, some liquid gold, and of course I have the fennel and the lemon and the lavenders and many of the other ones. Some are hard to procure, to gain, to get, and I have just very small amounts of these spices. But they're enough to save you, I believe. And I will mix them in the proportions that you told us. I will add each oil individually as described by you. And we will work on getting your bandages, your wraps repaired. Now I will add the emulsified gold oil. And the holy frankincense. And of course, the lavender. There. Now I will add the last three components that you specified. There's one, two, three. Okay. I have the cloth in one piece as instructed and the paintbrush, and I will dip it into the holy oil. Tap off the extra, and I will paint the holy cloths as instructed. I will embed the oil vast and mighty empire was covered over by the sands of time, yet you survived. And the reason you survived was your great wizards of that time did indeed preserve your corporeal form. You are with us today because of that. Great Queen of the Nile, of the old empire and the new. Once you've become acclimated, once you've become used to the world that you live in, now you will be a queen again, I assure you, a great star among all peoples. Everybody will want to speak with you and talk to you. And power and your country will be yours again, I'm sure. All right. Now, I finished painting the royal cloth. And now, in accordance to your wishes, I will allow you to pray over it. I will join you as your aid. That was quite wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me that. Now I will cut the royal cloth. Into specified lengths as instructed. There was another survivor from the past. His fate is not yours. He awoke 100 years ago, 100 cycles of the year, the calendar, seasons, the growing seasons. And his fate was not so well received, but it was well documented, and I know his resting place. It is possible we might be able to recover him. I'm not sure. Okay. I have cut the cloth to the prescribed lengths. For your safety as well as mine, dear Queen, I'm going to put on these gloves, hand coverings, to protect both you and I from anything that could harm either one of us. Yes, you may touch them. It's a new type of fabric. Yes. In the world today, there are many new things. Machines that can fly. Well, of course, you had those. But ships that can go underwater. I'll dip the first cloth and I'll wring it out. There you go. And I will mind if I examine you up close? Okay. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. It looks like there's a small indent in your skin, possibly a piece of jewelry. Is this causing you pain? I can have it removed. No? Okay. Okay. We'll just leave it there. Okay, I'll dip another cloth. Wring it out. See that you're not as dry and that the healing is taking place. We had no idea that if you were open to atmosphere, let me keep going. I can see you're getting relief from this already. We did not know that breaking the seal of your garments would destroy the magical enchantments on them, expose your skin to damage. Okay, now that I've covered it, I'll wrap it. Squeeze that out, and we'll get that in there. Okay. Wrap that around there, nice and tight. It's too tight, let me know. Not tight enough. Yeah, pull too tight. There we go. Okay, draw another one. Okay, let me wrap that one on there. There we go. Get that wrapped around there nice and tight. Okay, and one more. Wring it out. No, I understand. And I understand that you're afraid. It's hard to describe, but there's still kings and queens in this world, and people of great power. And believe me, you will have no problem fitting into society once you've been healed, and once your corporeal body is once more, as you said earlier, fully functional and attractive to the eyes of men and women both. Let me wrap this up. Here we go. Let me check something. Okay. That punctured. That piece of jewelry's not in position, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one more or two more wraps over that. Okay, there's one. Okay, let me do one more for safety. The lavender you requested. I will now rub it on there. They have places where you can go. And you can see hieroglyphs that move. Cartouches that move, and they tell stories, And when you find out about this place, you're going to go there and they're going to make you a new star, a new queen. And you're going to rule over a great land. You're going to be the most famous person of this time. I guarantee it. And they'll build monuments to you. They'll put cartouches up on the sides of the road as big as a house in your honor with your face on it. If you can believe it, all over the roads leading to every city. Okay. All right. Looks like we're done. I can see it taking effect already. You're becoming more and more your old self. You're an absolutely beautiful young woman. And I'm sorry you had to leave your world so long ago before you were ready to go to the next world. But I assure you, my dear queen, this world will be very accepting of you. In my world, you're going to hear a word a lot, and I know you've heard it already. I know people have called you a mummy. The word mummy is a universal word for anybody from your time trying to survive in this world. It's not derogatory, but it's not necessarily a favorable word now that you've overcome that part of the journey. So it's very important you tell people your real name and have them address you that way. Yes, I will look into taking you to the remains of the other Egyptian that survived into this time. And I will secure your safety, yes. You'll have a detailed team of agents protecting you, soldiers, protecting you and knowing of your whereabouts. Thank you. I appreciate your time, my dear queen, and I hope you have a most blessed day. I will now avert my eyes and leave your presence. Thank you.